Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, into the action we go today on this Friday. And a couple things to go over. Number one, the markets are bouncing back slightly. So again, we're not up huge. We're not negating the massive decline we saw yesterday, which was huge, but we are negating about 50% of it. So again, if you look at what the markets were down yesterday, especially from that high pivot on the morning gap up yesterday, we have negated almost 50%, not quite just yet. S&P 500 up 12.5, Dow up 75, Nasdaq up 44. Now, couple tidbits to go over here. Number one, yesterday we closed below an epic level, and again, let me just zoom out and show you this epic level. So the level we've been watching for some time has been the high pivot from the day of the Fed, which was a week ago from Wednesday, and the low pivot right here. Yesterday, for the first time, we closed outside of that range to the downside. Now, the key here is to what to recognize, and this is more for members of the Research Center and the Intraday Stock Chat who know the methodology, is that with a close below it yesterday, it sets in motion the probabilities or the high probabilities of continued weakness in the market. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to have bounces along the way, but it does put the probabilities sizably in the favor of downside action in the coming weeks, all right? Now, the one caveat here is that to really get those odds upwards of or north of 80%, so meaning that there's 80+% chance the market collapses or drops 3 to 5%, give or take a little bit, you need to see confirmation. And right now, you closed below that level yesterday. You are not even close to confirming today because you're back up. So this is the next little portion of what we're watching here. And again, right now I would say there's about a 65 to 70% chance the markets have downside action in the next 2 weeks. So it's pretty nice odds, but it's not as nice as it could be. If we get confirmation, if you can confirm to the downside, then it becomes 80 to 90% odds. So it's all about, and that's one thing I went over in the intraday stock chat today. It was always analyzing your odds, which again gives you risk reward assessment. So you have to say to yourself, well, how much reward? What are my odds of succeeding? How much reward can I get if it goes in this direction? And then what's my risk? What's my amount of loss that I could take as well? And that will really give you the basis for determining your risk reward, which is ultimately your profitability potential. Okay, so just a couple little tidbits there. So just to go over things again here, folks. Yesterday you closed below Fed day low, which was a week ago from Wednesday. The first time you have closed outside of that Fed day range. Today you're bouncing back a little bit, a little less than 50% of the down move. Huge resistance here, by the way. But again, if we were to close here or even positive, we would not confirm. If you don't confirm, then there's really odds favoring the downside, but not as high as you would like to really be in a heavy position to that angle. So I do have some shorts out there, but actually, believe it or not, I did cover yesterday a short I covered. I covered my win short, WYNN, for over a $10 gain. And if we go to the daily chart, I covered it because we were into the 50 MA here. And sure enough, you're getting a 3 and a change dollar bounce today. So that was a very wise choice yesterday to move out of that. Today I covered SINA, SINA. I covered it right down here below 75. And the reasoning behind that, there was a little bit of a gap window here and then also a gap fill right in this range. So I decided early in the day to take my money and run on SINA, which was actually a 2-day trade, meaning that we held it for just 2 days and made almost 7%, or about, I think we made $6 and change on it on the short side. So I still have some shorts out there just to give you a sense of how I'm angling this market. But I'm not afraid to move out of some of my shorts that are giving me big profits because we haven't confirmed to the downside yet. So we could easily bounce back up. Okay? So just a little bit of an idea about what's going on in that respect. All right, a couple other things to go over. Going back to the SPY, the bounce today coming directly off of the 20 MA and this blue trend line. So a little bit of a blue trend line, 20 MA. You're getting a bounce. Notice the bounce is right back to this secondary trend line right here. So it's kind of like we're playing pinball between these two levels. The one thing on the daily that makes me continue to believe in downside, even though confirmation would be an added benefit and make those odds even higher. The one thing that you have to recognize, yesterday's reversal candle was a huge engulfing candle. Really, from the high where it opened to the low where it closed, you engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days at least, maybe even 11 and 12 here. So, I mean, there was a huge engulfing candle, much like what we saw in Apple on earnings where it gapped up and then reversed. I can go to that chart here. AAPL is bouncing a little bit today, but what you can see here on the chart is this wide range bar right here. Look at the inside bars after that, and this basically engulfed a bunch of candles prior as well, so I use it as a good example for educational purposes. But right here, again, engulfing candle, inside bars, and then it starts to fade back. You're getting a little bounce today with the market, but actually Apple should go lower, based on the chart. And again, the pattern is very important here as well. Inside bar action right here, bear flag, inside the engulfing candle. So these are the little things that make and break trading, folks. So you need to know them, be aware of them. Obviously, we're here at InTheMoneyStocks.com to help you understand, help you profit, help you essentially become a profitable investor and trader for life, no matter which way the market goes. And that's the beauty, folks. I've had longs out there like JCPenney and TWGP over the last week or two, and we've made money on those. I've had shorts out there like and Wynn Resorts, made money on those. I don't personally care which way the market goes. All right, the best way to be is a short-term trader in the investing world, meaning you're buying swing trades for the next move up or the next move down. You don't care where it goes in a month, 2 months, 3 months down the road. All we care about is we've positioned ourselves this way in these stocks. The PPT methodology, which is our proprietary methodology, tells us this is going to go this way, and we make money that way. All right. One of the good examples here is Solar City, which hasn't triggered into a trade yet, but I am watching it. I do have a level on Solar City, and I want to share it with you guys as my one tidbit for the day. But take a look right here. So Solar City pounded yesterday, pounded the day before, really has collapsed dramatically. This is your level. All right. This will most likely be a day to 2 day, maybe a 3 day bounce level if it can get there today. So again, 1, 2. If we get there today, it would be a 3-bar surge into a gap fill consolidation area. All right, there should be a little bit of a bounce off of that level. The level's $46.50 to $46. So you still actually have over almost $2 to go, believe it or not. So it still may not get there today, but if it does, that's when the high priority, the high performance risk reward is perfectly situated and can be taken at that point in time, okay? So again, look for that level 46.5 to 46 on Solar City. Should give you a couple day bounce as it snaps back off of that up a little bit. And then eventually it's going to go to the 50 gap window down here. That'll be the next good level. And ultimately gap fill down here would be a thing of beauty. Right down here would just be, I mean, as a swing trade, I'd love this level and this level, both of them for quick bounces off. Okay, so that's really what we're looking at here, folks, and just to continue to monitor and see everything that's currently happening. I mean, that's what we're seeing here in the charts. Trying to go over a couple other charts. There are some bullish patterns out there like Trulia here. If we go to the intraday chart on Trulia, take a look at this intraday. Nice bullish flag pattern there. The key is to recognize that this is going sideways with the market. So if the market breaks up, then this should break up. It should be one and the same. And if we go back to the spiders, you can see what I'm talking about here. The markets are really chopping sideways, trying to break through the 200. So with Trulia, TRLA, if that happens, then Trulia will go up as well. So I mean, to me, it's not the best of patterns, but it's a solid pattern there, bullish flag pattern on TRLA with the market going sideways. Couple big performers today, Riverbed, RVBD, monster move up here, folks. And again, if we go to the daily chart, this stock was getting hammered not too long ago, and at the lows, now look at it. I mean, today's a huge wide range bar, just a monstrous move to the upside right there. Again, continuing to analyze here, spiders are trying to push up just a little bit more. I'm trying to zoom in. Couple stocks on my watch list. One stock I was watching this morning, I didn't catch it, which is a shame, but this one right here got a nice bounce up this morning. This is the OXBT, and you can see here on the daily it's come in. So I'm not looking at this anymore because it already popped. But there are a couple others. I don't think I'm going to reveal them here because they're for members that I'm keeping my eyes on, which I did talk to members about in the intraday stock chat, and I'll post them on Traders Life, our social forum here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. If you guys want access to that, just come, take the 7-day free trial to InTheMoneyStocks.com. There's lots of money to be made. We had an amazing week again this week with profits galore, and let's just keep doing it. That's all my point is, just keep doing it and doing it and doing it again. All right, have a great afternoon, great evening. Again, come join us at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Have a great weekend, folks. Take care.